Good morning. Um, you may hear the dog. She just went crazy outside. So good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning. We got through another week. I'm kind of peeking out the window to see why she is so upset. She is really, really worked up. Oh, the mailman is here. Okay, sorry guys, that was a very interesting start. But I'm looking at my crafter window because it's a pretty sunny day, so I opened my blinds since I rearranged my craft room, and it's all pretty. So I was like, oh, I can look out the window. And of course the dog's losing her ever-loving mind. So it's that kind of day. So, okay, I must have gotten a package because he was at the door for a while, or at the mailbox for a while. Okay. All right, back to getting my train of thought. Mental note, don't open the blinds. All right. Oh, good morning, Courtney. Good morning, Laura. All right, so I've got my camera angle a little different this morning, and I'm going to rotate it back so I can do a whip-in chat, or if this angle is okay with everybody, I'll leave it here and just zoom in. But I wanted to show you Stitch. So those who know, I'm doing Blinging in the New Year. And this kit I've been working on for a while now. I started it, couldn't stand it. It just didn't have any pizzazz. This is for my husband. It's Eric's Artverse, and the company is the one with the diamond art. It is a round, and it is computer rendered. So I was not happy with the rendering. I did the whole bottom row down here because I usually start on the bottom. I just wasn't feeling it. And Blinging in the New Year, I was like, well, this is an opportunity to kind of find my love of this kit again. So I decided to change the lightsaber. Oh, good morning, Grams. So I decided to change out the lightsaber because it was this hideous yellow color. Is that not just, it's gross. That was supposed to be the glow in the middle. Now the glow was a very thin line of glow, and it was a combination of these two colors is what made the glow. And this yellow was just really disgusting me. And so I went to DP with Sparklers, and I kind of did a search on what I could change this out with. And I did look at these, which these are Neon AB jellies. These didn't work either. I mean, they're really pretty. I'll find something to stick these in because they're really cool. They're jellies, but they're ABs and they're a neon. I'll find something to put these in. Good morning, Artemis. I guess it's not morning for you, but you were up late last night. I'm surprised you're functioning today. So I did get those. That was just not a work. So I did end up getting these two. They're crystal jellies. And with these two, it's kind of a green, darker, like a burger green and kind of a yellow green. And so I was really happy with these two. And then I widened the line a little bit on here to kind of make that glow really kind of pop. So this was the first time, not only did I make a swap. Oh, good morning, Shell. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lily. I talked to Lily just a few minutes ago. So this was the first time that I went off charting. So this yellow was just like spots in here. There wasn't very much of it, and then there was the green around it. And so this is the first time I took a lot of liberty and really just totally went off charting. And that was a big deal for me. Good morning, Michelle. Thank you so much. She said it turned out great. Artemis says it was worth it, and that's a good recharting. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was really happy with it. Now, granted, I've pulled a few and moved ones around as I've taken a step back. That's one thing I learned through Blinging in the New Year is I knew to like take a step back and look at a kit, but this really made me step back and look, does the line look right? I don't know. It really taught me to stand up like I am right now. I'm standing up to really see how this looks from a distance. So I've learned a lot with blinging in the new year. I'm glad I did this event. Shell says, the first Saturday in forever that I'm not on the road. Laugh out loud. Yay, Shell, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're not on the road. I'm glad you get to enjoy your Saturday. Lily put a heart. So I think that was to Artemis. I think it was a heart to Artemis because now I see art on there. So yeah, I'm super, super happy with it. And now it's given new life into Stitch, and I have been plugging away. But I am glad to get rid of this yellow. This yellow will not appear in this kit. It is bye-bye. I think I am going to use the green, though. I was talking with Ditzy recently. Let's see if I can pull this out. So there is a line in here that has some of that hideous yellow and this green. And it's kind of supposed to be some of the glow on Stitch's hand, like the glow shining on his hand. I think I am just going to use this green, because it doesn't look bad with this, but I don't think this needs to glow this much. So I'm going to use this green as just a line and take out the yellow altogether. So this is kind of going to be a work in progress as I hit some of these highlighted areas from the glow. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with his eyes. I think his teeth are a lot of fairy dust, which is cool with me. But I gotta decide what I want to do about his eyes. I kind of want his eyes to glow, but I don't know how yet. So we'll play with what I've got, and I'll probably put some on, pick them off, kind of do that kind of thing. So, but today I figure we just kind of chat a little bit. Artemis said hi to Lily, and Shell said, while I love Tauta, their round rendering is not my favorite. I like their square rendering so much better. Yeah, I learned the hard way. For me, I started out with round, and part of the reason is it was my first time getting a kit from them, and I am faster at rounds. I'm getting my blanket ready for my lap, so that's why I'm kind of talking here. If I'm trying a new company, I want to try rounds, because I know rounds is probably going to be the most basic that they have, and that hopefully the quality improves. So I got a round, plus rounds are faster for me to do. I don't have to think as hard. So that's why I went with rounds. In hindsight, I would they have a Stitch that is Poe from Kung Fu Panda, and I love my pandas. And so I'm really thinking about, if I get this one finished, finances look right, I would like to order their Stitch Eric's Art versus Stitch Poe combo in a square and kind of compare, see how the rendering's different and all of that, because I know that rendering is computer as well. So alrighty, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, see if I can tilt my camera, and I'm gonna kind of work right in here a little bit, and we'll just kind of sit and chat. Hopefully that works okay for you guys. It's not too disorienting. I know you won't be able to see super close, but if I zoom in too much, I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole camera setup and all that, and that's just too much to ask on y'all. So I know the South, and everybody's probably sick of hearing about the snow down here. It was fun. Glad it's over. We still actually have some snow in our house, or around our house in the shaded areas. But Artemis says that looks good. Thank you. Glad this is okay angle and everything. Got my handy dandy seam ripper. Their cover is very thin, very flimsy. So this works really well, but I really like a seam ripper the best. And once you kind of get it in there, just go right along the edge, and I can pull back. Alrighty. So I love seam rippers for pulling back my cover. So Lately says I'm ready to thaw out. Yeah, it's been pretty cold and chilly. I don't want to say I'm ready for summer because I'm not ready for summer because it's going to be so stinking hot and I don't want to deal with the heat. I need to pop this one up. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to summer either. I'm so persnickety. I was messaging with somebody recently and how persnickety I am with, I think it was Shell. Actually, Shell, it was you. I was like, it's just too hot in the summer and it's too cold in the winter. I just can't be happy. So in the lovely news of Jenny, my husband tested positive for COVID yesterday. And so I'm trying to stay away from him. I am going to have to turn my light on. Hopefully this isn't cause you guys issues. Try to let it kick on. Okay. I'm hoping that doesn't cause too much of a glare. I'm waiting for my laptop to catch up. Make sure I'm not glaring you guys out. But I'm trying to stay away from him and keep him fed. Shell said, oh yeah, we decided the Bahamas was where we needed to go. Yep. We just need to somehow fall into money. Ditzy said, sorry. I'm like, no worries, Ditzy. I know puppy dogs were keeping you awake. And so anyway, I'm trying to stay away from my husband and yet keep him from, missing meds and all of that. My hand's sticking, so sorry guys. I should show this pin off. Lily said, hey Ditzy, Maniba's here. Good morning, Maniba. Ditzy said, hey Lily. Ditzy said, stay far away from him. I am. I'm just like getting his meds sent to him. Not really sent to him, but I'm like, okay, it's med time. Here they are. I stuck them in the bathroom. Come get them. Okay, so this is my newest pen. This is my first Donna Bass diamond painting pen. And it came this week. I was so excited. This was my envision for a pen. And this was the pinstripe blank. And I saw it. And I saw that Donna had grabbed a couple. So I messaged her and I'm like, do you have any purposes with those? Can I claim one from you? And she's like, yeah. So my envision was like a necktie. So this being the top like part of the knot and then having the little rhinestones and then it kind of tapering down. So this was my envision. I would say this would be good. Don't have a placer in the end yet. This would be good, but the weight on this end is going to make this a little awkward. So I will probably always only just use this end on this in hindsight. So, Artemis says that's a classy pen. Thank you. And yeah, she said, ooh, I love Donna's pens. I do too. I have a writing pen from her. And then this is my first diamond painting pen. Good morning, Tiffany. Tiffany is here. She said, I hope you're doing good this morning. I hope you are too, Tiffany. Not going to share your business, but just know you've been in my thoughts. Maniva says, I love your pen. I totally want a Donna's pen. Yeah, I'm really happy. It was a splurge, but I'm really excited about it. I did also splurge this week. We have a really cool sponsor for Diamonds in the Rough, and I've been working on getting some sponsors. And I am super duper excited because one of them is, now I'm obviously paying for it. It's not, I don't get free stuff just because I'm reaching out for sponsors. But I'm getting a pen made and I got putty on my canvas. That doesn't happen to me often. So what happens when you do a live? I am having a pen done with Indy's face in it. Yay. Lily said, hey, Tiffany. And Tiffany said, thank you, Jenny. It means a lot. I'm doing okay. I'm glad you're doing okay today. I hope you have an okay weekend and next week's a better week. So, yeah, so I splurged. Well, I have to pay for it today. And I haven't broken the news to the hubby, although he may hear me say this. So he'd be like, what? But it's going to be a lava pen with a picture of Indy in it. So, because it's Diamonds in the Rough. We're celebrating our pets. I want to celebrate Indy. So, speaking of Indy and oopsies and the winter weather, bless her heart. Bless my heart. Let's just be real. This is all about me. I'm glad Tammy's not on here because it would gross her out. And it could be kind of a gross story, and I apologize, but I find it humorous. Ditsy's probably like, Jenny, don't tell me that. Ditsy said if he can hear you, you're too close. Wraps up Jenny in plastic. I don't think he can hear me. He should be on his side of the house, and I'm in my craft room, but, yeah, so, in the snow, I was roaming around with her. Not a big deal. Just doing our thing. I've been outside with her a bunch. Why am I having trouble sticking? Okay, sorry guys. So I was out roaming with her, and no big deal, like didn't think anything of it. We'd been out multiple times. I came inside. It was the end of Tammy's live. I had taken my phone outside with me, and it was the end of Tammy's live, which Ditsy, thank you for sharing. It was a wonderful live. Thank you, Tammy, to you too, but she's not watching right now. She'll catch the replay, so Tammy, fast forward this part. I was coming inside, and I had my phones in my hand, and I was trying to navigate getting the dog back in, and I felt something, and if anybody's had kids or pets, you know that, like, bad things can happen. Well, a bad thing happened. I took my shoe off, and somehow, when I was walking around in the yard with her, I had gotten a little doggy potty, to put it politely, in my shoe. Now, I was wearing my Crocs, and they're rubber Crocs. And Ditsy said, I'm already laughing so hard. This only happens to me. So when I felt like something, like I pulled my foot out of my shoe, and I had one of my fuzzy socks on with my Crocs on, and I felt like something, and I pulled my foot out, and I looked down, and I had a dog poo, turd, however you want to say it, smushed between my foot and my shoe. And I'm like looking at it like, what? Did I step in it? And so I grabbed my Croc because I'm like, I'm going to have to get it out of the house. The house is going to stink. I pick up my shoe, and there is no dog poo on the outside of my shoe. There is no dog poo on the bottom of my shoe. So what on earth, how on earth did one single dog turd get into my shoe and squish between my foot and my shoe? Now, granted, I'm glad I had my fuzzy socks on. And I will be honest, the fuzzy socks went straight in the trash can. Because, no, like, yuck. I'm not even trying to wash that in my washing machine. They were cheap fuzzy socks. My shoe immediately went into the bathtub. And I, like, scrubbed and I soaked them in soap and all kinds of stuff. And I left them there till I could stomach cleaning them. And I have this, like, old brush thing that sits outside, so I used that and scrubbed them. And they smell really good now, and they're all clean. And my Crocs survived, and the Crocs are not going in the trash can. I love my Crocs. But only me could somehow have that happen where it was nowhere else on my shoe. Only me. It's just, and I'm sorry for the gross story, but it's funny. Like, only that would happen to me. I don't know, Artemis Ursus, was Indy mad at you? Did you piss off any squirrels? Something happened. Lily C said the poo's getting deep. Ditsy said that's what you get for wearing Crocs. Artemis says the Crocs and the foot would have to go. Maniba says at least it was Crocs. Yeah, I mean, Graham says exactly Ditsy. No, I can't. I have to wear my Crocs. I love my Crocs. So, yeah. So that was one of my after the snow adventures this week. And one I could have done without. But you gotta laugh at it. Sometimes life just happens and you have to laugh. So, yeah. Oops. Let's see. What else? I mean, I took my husband to the doctor twice this week. He had a couple other things going on. So, it's been a busy, crazy week, but I can't say it was bad. I mean, the snow was fun. I'm not going to lie. Indy and I, had a snowball fight. Well, it was basically me throwing snowballs at her and then her knocking them so they would explode and all the snow would come back on me. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job. There we go. So the snow would come back and hit me, which was very entertaining. Steve was laughing. Oh, that's another story. So I thought, oh, this would be cool. Oh, Ditsy asked Artemis if she got any sleep. I thought it would be so cool. Indy was playing in the snow with me after she got used to it. You know, I posted that video. Oh, crap. I posted that video of her being unsure in the snow with the GoPro strapped to her. Well, she eventually got used to it and had a ball. She started like playing and eating it and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, she's going to play with me. And so I told Steve, I was like, hey, here's my phone. Can you take a picture or take a video of me and Indy playing in the snow? And so we were like throwing the snowballs and she was hitting them and she and I were just having a ball, laughing. I fell down a couple times. We were just having a good old time. And so Steve hands me my phone. He goes, Indy was done with it. She's like, I've had enough. And she goes off and does her own thing. And so Steve hands me my phone and I look down and it's recording when he hands it to me. And I'm like, what? And, what's going on? So I stopped the recording. I opened my gallery and he had never hit record. He had thought I hit record when I handed him my phone. So he just started holding my phone up and all that time it was never recording. So, Lily sees Ditsy Lens now wants to come over every game night. Thank you. She really stops by. Once again, amazing Ditsy bringing people together. Yeah, Ditsy had game night last night. It was a lot of fun. Oh, poor Artemis only got 3 hours last night of sleep. Ditsy said, aw, Lily gonna make me tear up first thing in the morning. Aw, yes. And she also said that poor Artemis needs more sleep. Good morning, Shay. You missed my dog turd story. Aren't you so sad? Lily said hey to Shay. Tiffany said game night is the best. I really look forward to it every month. It really is fun. Graham said good morning to Shay. Ditsy said good morning. Tiffany said good morning. Graham said missed all. Oh, morning all I missed. Still on first cup of coffee. Yep, I understand. I totally understand. Artemis said my daughter told me I don't. She made me get up and play Barbie. They all mysteriously died after 15 minutes. No more Barbies. So my story with the whole, like, Steve forgot to record. I have a funny memory with my mom, and it's... did anybody else have, like, a mom or a family member or a friend that would embarrass you just for the entertainment of it? My mom would do that to me. Because I admittedly was kind of like boy crazy, but I was too shy and too reserved to like date. So we would go on vacations or we would do stuff. And my mom's phrase was always like, well, you'll never see these people again. Don't worry about it. You can be silly. You can just be yourself. It doesn't matter. You'll never see these people again. And so that would always help me come out of my shell when we were on vacation. And so then I would maybe talk to people or have more fun. And we were at a pool in the resort, or like, it wasn't a resort, but like the hotel we were at. There was a pool, and there was a young man that was kind of giving out towels and making sure everybody was okay. And he wasn't really a lifeguard per se. He was just kind of a dude that was there. And so and he was really cute. Like, I was like, oh, Mom, he's so hot. And Mom's like, he is. And she's like, you ought to talk to him. And I'm like, I'm not going to talk to him. That's embarrassing. And then my nerdy self jumps in the pool with my glasses on and can't get to my glasses. So the precious pool boy gets in the pool and retrieves my glasses for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just such a nerd. And this is so embarrassing. And my mom was meanwhile getting a kick out of it. Well, the guy actually started talking to me. He's probably a little bit older than me. But he started talking to me, and he was laughing about my glasses and so nice about the whole thing. And then my mom was like, can I get your picture of you two together? And he was like, yeah, I would love that. And so now this is obviously back when we had film. It wasn't your cell phone where the picture was right handy. You had film in your camera. And Mom was like, okay. And so he like pulls me up close to him and has got his arm around me. And we're like doing this really cute pose. And then, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, he touched me. Oh, it was so cool, you know. And he said bye and all that. Like, I didn't say it was so cool he touched me. I said that to my mom after he had walked off. And I didn't think anything of it. And so about, you know, an hour or so later, we go up to our room. And my mom, I was like, Mom, yay, I got the picture with him. And she was like, yeah, I didn't have any film in the camera. So she knew the whole time that there was no film in that camera. And she got the biggest kick out of it. She's like, I just wanted him to be near you and touch you. And I just thought it would be cute for you guys to have a pretend picture. And I was like, Mom! So my mom and I always laugh about that story that she always, and needless to say, later, I went to the guy and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. My mom was so embarrassing. She actually didn't have film in the camera. And he was like, that's okay. We can do another picture. And he was like, is there film in the camera this time? And I was like, yeah, I put the film in the camera. So he did get a picture with me. And I actually still have the picture. But what's funny, when I look back, he was not cute at all. Not at all. I'm like, what was I thinking? Okay, I rambled and I didn't check the chat. Artemis says, my daughter told me I don't. She made me get up and play Barbie. Oh, I read that one. Sorry. Lily says, after she said goodbye to y'all and cut off the camera, she came back and played another game. Oh, that was Lily's daughter did that. Dizzy said, laugh, Art, you can't explain why you were up till 5 a.m. Dizzy says, 2 pence. Oh my God, what are you doing? Oh, I don't have a single placer in this one. And I have a single placer in this one. And I'm really enjoying this one for my multi-placing, even though there's a multi-placer on this pen. So I'm just doing it really messed up. I never do anything normal. Artemis says, Ditzy, I was doing the Lord's work and he works in mysterious ways. That was good. Ditzy says, and coffee out the nose. Lily says, why is the end of her pen reminding me of Shay's diamond painting of a cat butt? Oh gosh. No. Yeah, it kind of does. Everybody's laughing. Artemis says, oh, that's so sweet. Graham says, sure he was at the time. Laura says, that's too funny. Yeah, I love my mom. She was one that really was trying to get me come out of my shell. My mom was always very social, and I was not. There was one time we were on a vacation. A lot of these stories happened on vacation because she knew I would never see these people again. But we were on vacation one time, and our waiter was attractive, and my mom was like, you need to give him your number. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not leaving my number with some strange dude that's a waiter on our vacation. And so my mom's brilliant idea was we had they had wings. Everybody was eating wings. I was not. Everybody else was eating wings. So they had the wing bones. and she left my phone number. Obviously, it was very obvious. She left my phone number on the table in chicken bones. And the dude actually called me. He was not fun. We went on one date. He was not fun, but it was hilarious. So, Graham says normal is overrated. It is. Exactly. Artemis agrees. Ditsy says, but was he, Jenny? What? Which one? The ugly guy or the guy that Mom left my phone number for? He wasn't really ugly. The guy was not ugly. I apologize. The pool boy was not ugly, but he really wasn't that attractive either in hindsight. But you know, like in the 90s when they did the frosted tips to their hair and stuff, that just was not a good look for guys. It was during that time frame. I'm sure he's probably a very attractive man when he's not got those weird frosted tips and all that. Is that coming back, by the way? Artemis says, see, no, I'd be afraid of a message and bones. You know, right? Or, oh my God, that's wild. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe he called me. I really, honestly, because that is kind of creepy. I mean, and it's not even like I didn't leave the message. My mom left the message. Like, I'm so desperate that my mom has to leave my phone number and chicken bones on the table. In his defense, it was probably like, okay, this is the weirdest, strangest thing I've ever experienced. I gotta see what this chick's all about, because this is weird. Ditsy says, I like the long hair and skater cowboys. And stays laughing with Artemis. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Yeah, all around, I mean, if you look at it from his perspective, yeah, it just was not good. Not a good first impression by any means. But my mom would, my mom would do that kind of stuff and try to push me out of my comfort zone. But in a funny, like, it's weird, but it was always kind of in a funny, haha way. And when she left my phone number, she honestly never imagined the guy would actually call. But, yeah. But I think because of that, I did sort of come out of my shell more as time went on. I would approach guys and talk to people more than I had before. I even left my phone number for a hockey guy at one time. My mom was like, why did that? Of all the people, why a hockey guy? Like, I don't know. It was just kind of fun. So I was outside the locker room and gave him my phone number. And he did actually call too. So I think I learned from my mom. And then I met Steve on a blind date, so I didn't have to give my number away. Somebody gave my number for me on that one too. Look, all these years later. Just said, oh my God, that cat butt is the best. And I didn't realize as I'm placing that that's the shot you guys get constantly is the cat butt pen. This is, yeah. Laura is laughing. Laura said I needed a good laugh. I'm glad. Did not expect my whip and chat to go this route, but I'm glad that we're all laughing because, hey, everybody needs to laugh sometimes. Ditsy says, the cat butt is awesome. Love that twisted brain of Shay's. Laura said, I would have died if my mom had did that. Laugh out loud. Shay said, I'm still trying to figure this out. What's a lot of wings and how could you arrange bones and numbers? So she, like, the wings, the bones, like, my number was a 317, so she, like, broke some of the bones and made the 3, and then had one bone, and then she had, like, the top and the bottom, so she took bones, and some of them she would break and make the number. Like, she really went all out on this. And it was, honestly, when you look back, pretty creepy. Lily said, you're beautiful away when they call you back. Oh, no. Thank you, Lily. That's very sweet of you. But back then, no. No, it was not. I was so nerdy, y'all. Like, I had horrible haircuts. I had horrible clothing choices. Yeah, no, I appreciate the kindness, but back then, no, I was all nerd. It was bad. Maniba's laughing. Tiffany said, I need coffee. It's been a morning. Laugh out loud. Coffee makes all things better. Yes, coffee and laughter, Tiffany. This is what you're here for. I don't have the coffee, but Lily said, you have one cool mom. Yeah, she's a lot of fun. So, yeah. Lots of funny memories. So, lots of embarrassing memories. I'm sure I've told you guys the story of my bathtub story. Have I told you guys that story? When I was a kid in the bathtub and my mom laughed at me. I don't know. Have I told that story? Lily says, I'll make you coffee, Tiffany. Artemis says, yeah, your mom sounds awesome. I think I want coffee too. And Lily says, you can come hide in my quiet apartment, Tiff. Aw. And Shay says, Jenny, you feeling better? I am. Thank you, Shay. I'm definitely feeling better. If I can keep away from my husband and not get COVID, I'll be even better. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. I just had a few really bad pain days. And I just had to kind of take time to rest and recoup. Because it takes it out of you. Fighting heavy pain days and multiple ones in a row, because even my strong pain meds weren't cutting it. So yeah, I'm doing much better. Thank you for asking. I don't know if I've ever told that story about the bathtub. Lily says, I got you, Art. Laura says, I don't know the bathtub story. Okay. Graham says, back when someone used the microwave, which interrupts the Wi-Fi. Oh, Graham said somebody used the microwave and interrupted your Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm sorry, Graham. I'm glad you're back. Ditzy says, where the heck is our snack table? I know Lee doesn't come onto Instagram Lives very often. That's okay. I should make a snack table myself, right? Tiffany says, I love the sound of that, Lily. Lily says, come on, Tiffany. She says, I just want to go hide in my safe bubble and focusing on happiness and all my amazing friends today. Aw. Well, hopefully you're getting a kick out of my stupid stories. Alright, so I'll tell the bathtub story. Oh, goodness. Somehow we're back onto turds, and I don't know how I got to this point, so I apologize. But this one is definitely funny, and it's worth the laugh. I hate when I get more drills than I meant to. So, when I was little, I was in the bathtub, and I wasn't quite 2 because my brother wasn't born yet. So, I was 1 or so. I was in the bathtub, and Mom had to go pick up the phone because the phone rang, and it was, back when you had them on the long cords and all that stuff. And so Mom ran to get the phone and dragged the whole cord in the bathroom. Well, in the meantime, I started screaming. This is Mom's version. I clearly don't remember the story. I started screaming, and Mom comes running in the bathroom, and apparently I had pooped a little turd in my bathtub, and I started, I saw it and got scared, and so I went to run from it, and the current of me running had it chasing me. So I would scream, it would come running after me, and I would stop, look back, and it would gain on me, and I'd scream again and run again, and so it was chasing me in a circle. And my mom said she got in the room and all she could do was sit and laugh at me. And she proudly told that story at my high school graduation. She thought it was the funniest thing. So, yeah, I figured y'all can know the bathtub story of me as a kid being chased by the evil poo. Well, it was scary when you're that little. Oh, I didn't even realize that drawer was upside down. It's scary when you're that little. Okay. Gotta catch up. Let's see. Oh, Artemis says wheat pillows that will change your pain management. Ooh, I'm so looking into this, Artemis. I will be messaging you more. Ditzy says, we are your safe bubble, Tiffany. We are. Artemis says, dear God, laugh out loud. Graham says, it's the pen calling them. Ditzy says, we fart in the safe bubble, though. Lily says, I'm going to get out of the safe a little bubble and go to the paranormal seminar at the library. Never done anything like this. Oh, interesting. That'll be interesting. Artemis says, "Yepers, Tiff, I barely know you and I want to hug you." Aww. And she says, "Oh, Lily, that sounds fun." Ditzy says, little. Ditzy's laugh. Everybody's laughing at Ditzy. And me and my story. Laura's going, "Oh my God, laugh out loud." Maniva says, "Laugh out loud. It's a poop kind of morning." I guess so. I'm really sorry. Graham said, "Ooh, she didn't." Artemis says, "Oh, she should have filmed that. It would have been awesome to film and watch as an adult." It actually would have. Could have been like on America's Funniest Home Videos and made us money. But yeah, we didn't. We didn't really have cameras back then. It was 81 or so. So yeah, they didn't have the video cameras like we do now. But yeah, it would have been funny. So, how do I keep messing up my numbers? Oh no, that's where I was going. Yeah, so, yeah, sorry this was a weird morning. And it's already 11:41. Time flies when you're thinking about poop. No, I'm kidding. Oh, goodness. All right. Tiffany said, "Aw, thank you." Yeah, I love that we have a fun group. I'm sorry that it's been a weird morning. But I'm glad we could all kind of laugh and be silly. I think I needed it. I think my soul needed it. So I'm glad you guys didn't mind. Sorry for being a little more crude. But sometimes you just gotta laugh at weird, dumb stuff. So, alright. I guess my pen is telling me it's that time because it's not sticking. And now I'm never going to look at my pen the same way. It's always going to be a cat butt. Thank you, Shay and everybody. Graham says we did, but they were awkward. Artemis says same. Graham, are you talking about the cameras? Or what did I say? You never know. It's me, and it's been one of those kind of days that I'm just on my weird train. I think it's just delirium. But... So, is anybody got any fun plans this weekend? And we'll chat for just a few more minutes, and then I'll let everybody go because I know there's another big DAC release today. I am gonna tout our stuff coming up. Ditsy's got Regathon. Ditsy and Shay have Regathon coming up, and that is going to be a really fun one. I'm looking forward to it. And then right after that one, we're going straight into Diamonds in the Rough. So if you aren't a member of that group, come on over. It's really fun. We're just going to focus on our pets. That is going to be the focus of the month because April 11th is National Pet Day. So we are going to celebrate them all month long. And it's no new start, 30 by 30 area. Must be a licensed canvas. And oh, Ditzy, somebody asked a question. I don't know if you saw it, so I'll get with you on that about question if something is accepted or not. Yeah, so that will be really fun. We have some fantastic sponsors. Oh, Jen popped in. It must be Sassy Saturday. Jenny's on and I'm excited. Hi, Jen. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you missed some stories today, Jen. Yeah, it's been poop chatting day. Just put it that way. You may not want to watch the replay. But it's been one of those kind of Saturdays. But it's been fun and entertaining. I think everybody's been laughing. So, Lily says, I'm sorry, Jenny. Let's see. Graham says, yes, you had to load the cartridge and if it was VHS, the camera's huge. Oh, yeah. They were huge. We have some of those. Oh, I should tell you the Needles on the Tree story. Have I told you guys the Needles on the Tree story? Do that one really quick. And it's not poop related. Artemis says, cleaning and organizing. Hurrah! Ditsy says, make sure all your pets have poop holes. Like Jenny's pen. Ditsy says, we'll have to post Shay's cat so people understand the assignment. Yeah, we do need to do that. Graham says, I need to figure out what I'm doing for that still. Shay, give Ditsy a thumbs up. Laura said, definitely Sassy Saturday. It is definitely Sassy Saturday. It is definitely Sassy Saturday. So my Needles on the Tree story, because Graham's made me think about the big giant VHS cartridges. We'll just go down Jenny's memory lane of stupid things Jenny has done. When I was in middle school, sorry, I keep shaking my table. When I was in middle school, I was in a play, and I got the role of the mom. So it was like a family Christmas play. And I was the mom. And I was tall, skinny, nerdy. We've been down this whole nerdy thing. Tall, skinny, nerdy, awkward. I wore my grandma's dress to be a mom, look like a mom. And the guy that was my husband was kind of a short, stocky kid. And he, we like did not match, if that makes sense. We were like polar opposites in looks and everything. I was tall and skinny. He was kind of short and stocky. And during the whole rehearsals, there was one line I kept forgetting, and it was, the needles are falling off the tree already, because I was exasperated because nothing was working right at Christmas. This is how the play is going. And so my line that I kept forgetting was, and the needles are falling off the tree already. And I'm supposed to say this in this like, and the needles are falling off the tree already, and just be like fed up with the holiday because we're all grumpy and nobody wants to celebrate Christmas anymore. And when the actual play came, night of the play came, my grandfather was recording with that big giant VHS, and we still have that VHS, big giant VHS. And I come out and I'm waiting for this line, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden at the wrong place, they look to me because it's my next line, and I say, and the needles are falling off the tree already. And everybody on the stage just pauses and looks at me. And then I realize I mess up the line, and so I say my correct line. And then everybody keeps moving on. Then the next thing, it's my turn again, and they look at me, and it's my line, and I go, and the needles are falling off the tree already. And by this point, the guy that was my husband is cracking up laughing. So then I say the correct line. And then the third time around, it is the actual time I am supposed to say the needles are falling off the tree already. So to like cover my mistake, I went, and the needles are falling off the tree already. The whole stage of my fellow actors were dying. Chad was like bent over laughing hysterically. So then we get to where, fast forward to Grandma and Grandpa play the recording. And all you can hear is both of my grandfathers wheezing in laughter at me and my dramatic line that I said way too many times at all the wrong spots. So, yeah, that's another Jenny morning or Jenny story. So, anyway, yeah, I haven't had a lot of embarrassing and funny moments in my life. So, yeah, I'm always awkward. Artemis says my pet is forward facing. I could do a colostomy bag. Ditzy says it's been a blank Shitty Saturday in the best way. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it has been. I've turd stories, embarrassing stories, phone numbers and bones stories. Like, yeah, we're just, Jenny's on a roll of putting herself down the embarrassing train today. But all right, I can laugh at it. I hope you guys can laugh at it with me. Things just happen, you know? That's life. Sometimes you make fools of yourselves, and you gotta laugh it through. So, anyway, it's about that time to let y'all go. So, let's see. I will be here next Saturday. I'm gonna do live, and I'm actually gonna do something really fun. I actually talked with Mooney Maid this morning, and I got a fun thing. Thank you to Shay. Hopefully she's still in here because she had a part to do with this too. I have my very first Mooney Maid that I bought, which was actually M's very first kit she released. There was a couple errors in it, so she was giving it as a discount, but it was the very first kit she released, and I got one. So, I've got that, and then Shay so kindly gifted me, a kit that she previewed for, M. And I'm going to compare the two. So we're going to do another little comparison video next Saturday as a live to see how far Mooney Maids come in the year. So I believe that was 2022 was her first kit release. I'll have to go back and look at my thing. I'm pretty sure it was 2022. And so compare that to this year. Well, 2024 was the end of 2024. So that was the kit that I was waiting for from Shea that got lost in the USPS for over a month. So, but it finally came. So I think next week we'll have a fun little unboxing comparison video with those two. So I hope you guys can join me for that. Tiffany says, I'm always up for laughing with friends. Maniba said, needed some laughs this morning. Artemis says, thank you. It was a great live as usual. Lily gave hearts. And Artemis says, cool, I love comparisons. Yeah, I think it'll be kind of fun. Something different. And it's an honor to have one of Mooney Maid's first kits. I haven't done it yet because I've been hanging on to it like I have one of the first ones. So I'm weird that way. But it'll be fun. We'll compare and see the drill changes because I'm sure drills have improved and all that stuff, you know, it's your very first one. But I did get M's blessing to do that. So we'll do that next week. Thanks for doing a whip and chat with me. Thank you for looking at Stitch with me and laughing with me this morning. It was fun for me too. I think sometimes we all just need a good laugh. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching. I will see you next Saturday. And hopefully I have more progress done on Stitch too by then. So thank you guys. Enjoy your Saturday. And if you're getting any DAC purchases, enjoy them. And I will see you next week. Thanks, guys.